Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for stopping by the channel today for a post-playing era card rummage. One of my two big collecting goals for the year in 2024 is showcasing on the channel and in my collection just how awesome post-playing era modern cards can be. I think with select vintage collectors, the modern or post-playing era cards kind of get a bad rap or are looked a little bit down upon, but I love them for a variety of reasons. And within this box, we have a bunch of pickups from the last few months or maybe even a year that are nothing but post-playing era cards. And as we often do on these cheese box rummage videos, I'm just going to pull cards for about 10 minutes and see what we come up with. And here we have an awesome one to start us off from 2023 Panini Prism. This is the Sam Rice, I think it's Orange Wave Prism card. And apologies if you hear Leo snoring in the background. He had a medical procedure done. He's on some meds today and he's a little bit extra drowsy. So if you hear any dogs snoring, that's channel assistant Leo. But back to Sam Rice. Great card here, numbered to 50, copy 30 of 50. And I've been picking up as many of these that I can find on the cheap, focusing really on Sam Rice and the two Negro League players that are on the checklist, Cool Papa Bell and Buck Leonard. But if you don't know, Sam Rice, very sad but inspiring story from baseball history, and I just think it's really cool to see him getting included on some modern product, and especially a card like that from Prism numbered to 50 or less. That was just a couple bucks, so love the juxtaposition of the pre-war star player on the modern Panini Prism Shine. Next up, a set that seems to be in almost every one of these rummages. It's one of my absolute favorite modern sets. It's come out in the last 2 or 3 years. The Topps Chrome Gilded collection. This is the Stan Musial from the first year, 2022, of the set. So these have the same design as the Topps flagship baseball set, but they feature both active players and retired greats like Musial here. And this is the gold mini diamond, numbered to 50 with that crazy shine in the background. Got this one just recently. I've mentioned it before, but the 2022s, the first year of these Gilded cards, really seem like they're starting to dry up for the major players and go up in price when they do surface. And so I felt like this might be one of my last chances to get that 2022 Musial for a pretty cheap coin. I think I paid around $30 shipped for that card. And I think that's a very solid deal given how much of a believer I am in that set. Let's move over to the right portion of the box now, and we have another Panini Prism card, and I'm going to get probably some ribbing in the comments from a couple hobby buddies on this one, because I think this is like the 3rd or 4th copy of this card that I've shown, but I picked up a few of these in the last summer into the fall, just because I'm a big fan of this particular card. I love the team color matching red here. I love the Panini Prism Shine. I love that we get a new Pete Rose card, who's not always well represented in a lot of baseball products. And that image is all time. Check out that etching through the name and the number on the back of the uniform. Perfect shot where you don't notice the lack of licensing or lack of logos. And yeah, I've sent one of these in to be graded. I have another one in a Z folio, and may send another off for grading as well. I just really, really dig this particular Pete Rose card. And of course, with the Shohei controversy in recent weeks, Pete is somebody that I've been giving a little bit of thought to, and I know some of my other hobby buddies have as well. So nice to see another Pete Rose spill out of the cheese box. Been all baseball here. This post-playing era cheese box is mostly baseball, but there are some other sports in here. Let's keep it rolling with another baseball card, and this is a parallel that I've shown. I'm going to take this out of the case because the case is a little scratched up. I've shown this parallel a few times recently. This is the Rainbow Foil Board from Topps Stadium Club. In this case, a 2020 Roberto Alomar with the Toronto Blue Jays. Look at the shine on this card. I've shown, it seems like I've been pulling quite a bunch of these or acquiring a bunch of these recently. I'm always on the lookout for this parallel. I love Stadium Club and the photography, and then this adds an element of scarcity onto that because these are always numbered to just 25. Got copy 6 of 25 in this case. And yeah, you can really, I don't know if you can hear it, but the Leo snoring is getting out of control. Glad he's resting well, but cool Roberto Alomar there. Of course, on those powerhouse early 90s Toronto teams. And always liked Roberto as a player, so happy to add that one. And I mean, just look at that shine. That's even almost putting the Panini Prism cards and the Gilded card to shame, which is really saying something. So it's been all shine here, 4 cards in. Let's keep it going. Do like the middle portion of the box. All right, and here's a Stadium Club parallel that is not shiny, but is not easy to come by either. These are case hits, and I've talked about them before. In this case, it is Honus Wagner, one of the best pre-war players, of course, as everybody knows, and I love this portrait shot. And this is the members only parallel. So this is just the way the card looks. It's a black and white photo like this, even on the base card. And I just love the kind of rugged looking portrait of Wagner here. I'm usually a fan of action shots or quirky photography, but when a portrait is done right, like it is here, it's just a really, really stunning card. I picked up another version of this card recently that's probably going to get filed away into this cheese box to pull in a future rummage, but for today, it is the members only parallel. These are not numbered, but they are case hits, and they span the entire checklist. So they're not really easy to come by of any particular player, and really, really dig that Wagner. So with apologies to Sam Rice, whoops, I'm gonna put Wagner up in the background instead. Just an awesome portrait there. Let's keep moving along here, see if we can get a few more cards in. And here's one that I've shown. This is just I guess we're on a Stadium Club kick here, and I'm gonna take this one out of its case as well. This is just a base card, and this is a card that you can get for $1 or less. I'm confident, but it's a really important card for my focus this year on Negro League players and bridge players. And it's the Larry Doby Stadium Club card from 2016. Again, this is just the base version, but that photograph is insanely awesome. The 2 players who broke the color barrier in their respective leagues on one card in amazing black and white, just like the Wagner that we just looked at. This is an essential card to me for as far as like a cheap modern collection. And I've actually been considering doing a video response on cheap cards that you would consider really important or essential. I may still do that, and this would be a prime example. I just think this is a card that every baseball fan would probably love to have, and rightfully so. And I've gotten a couple other versions of that as well. I submitted a black foil in my most recent SGC submission, but just a base there today. Moving on, the Stadium Club run continues, and it's another members-only parallel, just like the Wagner. But in this case, how about this awesome image of Sandy Kofax? This is a 2019 Stadium Club, members-only, same parallel. It's been around for many years, and I love this photograph. 2019 Stadium Club in particular, I feel like Topps took it to another level with just the really, really awesome photography. And this one, I remember I stole this card. I want to say I got this for around $2 on eBay. And I remember even sending the link to the completed auction to a couple of buddies who were pretty much dumbstruck by the fact that I got that card for that price. So love that Kofax. And how about that for a layout there of Topps Stadium Club at its best? We have 4 different Stadium Club cards in frame, different parallels and even a base card, but each of them just displaying that fantastic photography that Stadium Club is known for. Let's go to the left portion of the box next, and here's a cool one. 2023 Panini Select. They got creative with a lot of retired players on the checklist in both Prism and Select. How about this Nap Lajoie Gold Prism? Love the photograph here. He's holding his cap, and this is really cool. These are the golds in Panini are numbered to just 10. So, we're used to gold out of 50, or I am in the Topps world. But Panini with the Select and Prism releases, these are really tough cards. This is copy 7 of 10. I'm not claiming in any way that this is as cool as, a 100-year-old playing era Nap Lajoie, but this card costs under $15 and is just a really, really fun way for me to get a unique and kind of scarce card of a baseball legend into my collection versus, getting something from his playing era, which I could maybe eventually make happen, but is certainly not going to be in my everyday or every month collecting budget. All right, let's go all the way to the right now, opposite side of the box. And here's a really cool one. We're going to end on this card today. Very appropriate this time of year and for both of my collecting focuses. post-playing era cards and former Negro League players. This one checks both boxes, and it's a buyback. So this is from 2015, Allen and Ginter. It was the 10th year that they had put out an Allen and Ginter release, and Topps did a buyback program where they bought back prior Allen and Ginter cards, stamped them with a 10th anniversary stamp, and then issued them pack issued in packs of 2015 Allen and Ginter. And they did this for both full-size cards and mini cards, and I found a stellar mini buyback to add to my collection a while back. Check this one out. This is a card you won't see every day. The mini Jackie Robinson buyback. So this was a 2012 Allen and Ginter mini initially that just came in a pack just like this, but they bought it back. They stamped it with this 10th anniversary issue gold stamp, and then they encased it with the minis. They encased them in these larger bordered cards to make them the size of a standard trading card with the mini card just embedded within. On the normal size buybacks, it's just a normal card with the stamp, but I love the extra effort that they put in on these minis to not only stamp them, but frame them up. And this is just a really cool, for a buyback lover and collector like myself, and someone who's trying to get a greater representation in their collection of former Negro League players, it does not get much better than this. This is just, I was incredibly happy when I stumbled upon this card. Got this on eBay about a month or two back, and really, really pleased that I was able to bring that one home. So some unique cardboard today of some all-time baseball greats. We certainly saw some of the greatest across the history of the game in today's post-playing era rummage. So I hope you enjoyed some of these, maybe even get inspired to go out and look for some of these cards yourself. But regardless of whether that's the case or not, I certainly appreciate you spending some of your time here on my channel. It means a lot to me, and I'll be back very soon with some more content for you. Till then, keep enjoying the hobby. See ya.